What's up? God day, God day, God day. How y'all doing? Everything is amazing today. Just everything is amazing. D&D hoodies, do not disturb. Gotta make sure we streaming now like we supposed to be. Nah, we're not. We're not streaming on Instagram. I gotta fix that. Hey, you gotta know in life, man, that in life, everything don't happen just exactly where it's supposed to be. You are destined. Everything don't happen like it's supposed to be all the time, man. But you got to be able to make shifts and move. But today we talking about you destined. You are destined. You are destined. You are destined. You are destined to be amazing. You're destined to be great. You're destined to be doing all the amazing stuff that you're supposed to do, man. And everything gonna work for you. I promise you. Everything gonna work for you. Everything is going to work out just fine, man. Just know that. Everything is going to work out just fine. So don't worry. Don't fret, man. Just know that you win. Just know that no matter what goes on, man, that you win. And even if we going live straight to Instagram right now. Top of the morning, God day, Instagram. Welcome to the morning shift. Welcome to the morning shift with Corey Cofield. We in an amazing, beautiful place, man. You see the background. This is all live, man. Just getting away to be able to ground back to what I know is true. I'm gonna let y'all see this background for a minute. Y'all check that out. Check it out. Is it beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful. So today, my word to you is that you're destined. Imagine if everything you needed was provided for you, man. Just imagine that. What would that look like? If everything you needed was provided, if all your dreams came true, what would that feel like? And I'm asking you now to get that feeling. God day, bro. God day. I'm telling you that you're destined, man. I'm telling you that you're destined. Let me turn this camera a little bit. I'm getting a little residual. Gotta turn it. Yeah. Let me turn this. Likeness kind of messing it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's a little better. See, yeah, I gotta play with that. The sun is coming up. Let's adjust it a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that look way better. Let's move over a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. So God Day, and today we talking about being destined. You know what that mean? That means you can't lose. Being destined. You know what that mean? That mean no matter what, you gonna win. No matter what, you're not losing. Imagine what that feels like. Hey, if you destined to do that, do it. Whatever you want to do is up to you. You could be destined to be great in anything you want to do. You feel me? You could be destined to be great in anything you want to do. Sorry about that, y'all. You could be destined to be great in anything you want to do. Right? So welcome to the morning shift with Corey Cofield, where we get you up every day to be able to shift your perspective, to be able to see something different, to be able to use your mind to visualize your life. That's what we here doing. We here saying no more small thinking, no more limited beliefs. I'm saying you great, and you were meant to be that way. I'm saying you great, and you were meant to be that way. And just like everything has always worked out in your life, that's exactly how it's going to work out now. That's exactly how it's going to work out. And everything you need is going to work. I guarantee you. Everything you need is going to work. Everything you need is going to operate. Just like it was designed to. So you keep believing, man. You keep believing. You keep going after what you know you was meant to do. And watch your life do what it was meant to do. Watch your life do what it was meant to do. God Day, thanks for tuning in, y'all. We just I'm here I'm making sure everything is streaming like it's supposed to. Yeah. There we go. Are we on? Yeah, we on. Yeah, we streaming. Okay. So the morning shift is where we shift your perspective to be able to only see what you wish to experience. What if I told you that your life was meant to work? What if I told you that you weren't meant to struggle? What if I told you that every single dream that you have was meant to work? Well, that's exactly what I'm telling you right now. That you were meant to be amazing. You feel it. You feel it in your own body. You can feel it. A lot of y'all out there know exactly what I'm talking about. When I say you can feel it in your body, you know you're supposed to be doing amazing stuff. You know you're supposed to be further than where you can currently be. Now, we're not knocking where we are, but we know we can be greater. Let me turn this around a little better. Yeah, like that. We know we can be greater, man. We know we can be greater. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's good really good if you could do better? Ask yourself that. Is good really good if you could do better? It's not. It's not. So I'm saying, what could you do today to make you better? What could you do today, this very day, that will ensure that you do better? What could you do better? Life is being successful in life is all about making small adjustments. So yeah, we can't get caught up on whether or not you think it's working. You can't get caught up on whether or not you think that you see everything laying out right in front of you, because it doesn't work like that. But to be successful, you got to be able to make adjustments to your life. And one of the adjustments you got to make is you have to know that you are destined to win. Did you know you were created to win? That makes a difference. When you know you were set up to win, right? Life is all about perspective. I'm learning that. Life is all about the perspective you hold. What perspective do you have about life? First, what does the word perspective mean? And why is it important? So the word perspective is the way you see life. Let's look up the definition so we'll be on one page. It's all just so we know what it means. What is the definition of perspective? Perspective. Listen to this. The art of drawing solid objects or two-dimensional surfaces so as to give the right impression of height, width, depth, and position in relation to each other, even viewed from a particular point. That's the first definition. I like that one too. And I'm going to get back to why. But the second definition is a particular attitude towards or a way of regarding something or a point of view. So the way you regard something, the way you see things, the way your dogmas, right? The things that you that was programmed in you. But let me tell you them. This is interesting. Studies show that the way you live your life right now, all your dogmas, all your beliefs, all your core values, everything that you believe in right now is a product of everything you consumed from the people that was closest to you from the ages of 7 up to age 7, from 0 to 7. Listen to this. The perspective, if you haven't done work to physically and mentally change your perspective, whatever perspective you have right now is a perspective that you gained from the age of 0 to 7. So from ages when you come out as a little baby, all your perspectives and everything you believe, all your core beliefs are given to you by the people closest to you, whoever raised you. If your grandmother raised you and she had a mindset that you can't trust people, that people will get you, you can't put your trust in nobody, people would stab you in the back. If you grew up and your grandmother had that perspective and she was the one that was around you, do you know you will have that perspective? Because from the age of 0 to 7 is the window in which the human brain develops its perspective in life. From 0 to 7 years old. So it's an old saying by I think it's the Jesuits, if I pronounced it right. It says, give me a child until he's 7 and I will show you the man. You can look that up. Give me a child until he's 7 and I'll show you the man. You know why? Because they realize that the subconscious mind and the mental mind are in a state of direct record, right? So you don't learn, just let me give you an example. You know how you learned your ABCs? You A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You say them over and over again. They show them to you. That's called direct record. You learning from someone else showing you something. That's the only way that the brain learns. And that's the only way that the brain and the subconscious mind processes from the ages of when you're born to 7 years old, right? From 0 to 7 is the dream state too. Some people call it, where where you're in an imaginary, like everything's possible to you. You think you're Superman and you put on your cape, you run around the house. That's because in that time frame, your mind is open to all states of possibilities, right? But the way you learn is direct record. So you watch your mom do stuff. You watch your dad. You learn from the people who are around you. But the thing is, your perspective is not your own right now if you haven't done work to change it. Whatever your grandmother and your mother, whatever they believed is the belief system that's in you right now. This is scientifically proven. This is important. Because if we can't develop a perspective that we win, if we can't develop a perspective that you were born to win, that everything you thought you wanted to do was meant to work, if we can't develop that perspective, then we can never see it in our lives. As a man thinketh, so is he. As you process, as you're able to see in your mind. So today we're talking about being destined. So I'm not going super deep into the subconscious mind. I have talks on that. But today we're talking about being able to develop a perspective of you deserve it and that you're destined to be great. You weren't created for mediocrity. You weren't created to be stagnant. Everything God ever created is still right now working. Y'all see the beautiful sunset was behind me. The sun is still rising. The clouds are still doing what they were designed to do. The sky is still blue and beautiful. Look at it. Everything God created, grass is still growing. Fish are still multiplying. Everything God created is still growing and is still vibrant. You are no less. You are no different. You was meant to vibrate at a high level. You was meant to grow. You was meant to prosper. Everything in you was meant to be amazingly good. You weren't meant for the rat race. But guess what? If you don't believe that, if you have a perspective that money is funny, that money is tight, that you can't trust people, you can never move forward. Why? Because your thoughts and your dogmas are keeping you in a box. You have to be able to open your mind and know that favor come on 2 feet. People you would never know will end up doing things for you. So look, when I first moved to California, I had an old raggedy truck, right? Listen to this. I'm gonna show you how this right here will change your life. Listen to this. When I first came to California, I needed another car, right? And I went to this church, and I'm just visiting, and I see this lady sitting in the little whatever you call it, where everybody sit at, it's little chairs and stuff, whatever. She was sitting in the lobby, brother, and she was just looking really sad. And I go up to her, I'm like, "You okay?" I never saw this lady. This wasn't my church like that, right? But I asked her, you okay? She said, yeah, you know. And I said, no, what's wrong? And she started to cry, and she was like, you know what? It's just been a rough week for me. And I just got here by, you know, by the hair on my chin. I don't really have enough gas to get back, but I knew I wanted to come to God's house. And I'm like, wow. I said, that man, you know, it made me feel good to see somebody going like that. So I reached in my pocket. I gave her everything I had in my pocket. I forgot how much it was, $100 and some, whatever it was. She started to cry like, oh my God, thank you. She said, I knew. See, sometimes you got to get to where you're going to be able to receive what's waiting for you. See, that lady, she just knew that she had to be able to go where she was going, and she didn't think about how she was getting back. All she thought about was, I got to get there. And see, some of y'all are too focused on the how I'm going to do it. You're destined. That's all you need to know. Just do it. You don't need to worry about if how. Just start. Start any way you can. It's always something that you can do at this point. That lady took her last gas, got there, right? She got there on E, made it. I provided for her. This man saw me talking to her. He comes up to me. That was his first time there. He said, man, the way you talk to her, he started encouraging her too. She left, got up and left. He told me, he introduced himself. He said, man, the way you was talking to her was amazing. He's like, thank you. I'm like, man, no problem. And he said, let me get your number. So I gave him my number. The next day, about 2 a.m, this man calls my phone. Now I tell you, I'm new to California, right? And so, you know, you hear stereotypes in California where it might be people that, you know, people try to like invite you to the casting couch, like guys try to hit on you and all this. And I'm straight, right? But I got nothing against people that do whatever you do. I'm not tripping on none of that. But he called me at 2 a.m, and man, I'm like, well, bro, I ain't with that, bro. Like, what you, right? I answer the phone. I'm like, answer the phone, like, hello? He like, hey, buddy. I'm like, oh, this dude, sensual voice calling me, bro. I'm like, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? I even get more deep, manly, like, what up, though, bro? What's popping? You feel me? He like, hey, man, you was on my heart. I'm like, bruh, I'm from Detroit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, this is all about perspectives. So my perspective right away, I'm like, this dude sensual, calling me old Barry White sounding it. Excuse me. So he calling me, right? My man like, hey, you know, you're on my heart. And I'm like, bruh, right? So I finally like just settled myself down, like listen to what he had to say. He said, I want you to come over tomorrow to my place. You know, I want to do something for you. And I'm thinking like, this dude, Jeffrey Dahmer, you trying to get me to your house, bruh? I just been in California like a week. And I'm hearing all this stuff about Cali, right? I'm from Detroit, so we ain't trusting people. We raised to not trust individuals. And if somebody being nice, they got a plot. They trying to get you, right? This is how I'm raised. I'm raised like, hey, yo, watch your back at all times. You know, it's like you never know who trying to, pull a fast one. So my perspective is not trustworthy at all. My perspective is I'm watching everything. So when this man come at me like that, I'm automatically thinking maybe he homosexual, maybe he trying to rob me, or he trying to get me to his house, maybe he need my kidney, bro, my blood type. I don't know. But I'm telling you, the mindset, if you raised in an environment a certain way, right? So Pete, what happened? He tells me come to his house the next day around 12:30, whatever it was. And I'm like, all right, I'll be there. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, bruh, I ain't finna go to this Negro house. I don't even know who he is. And you definitely ain't finna get me up in your house where you can say I tried to do anything to you and cut me up in little bitty pieces and sell my liver on the black market. Listen, I'm telling you how our perspectives be, man. If you're not careful, you be thinking all of this. And I'm telling you, I'm thinking everything. I'm telling you, I'm ready to look. So I didn't go. I ain't even call him and say I wasn't coming. I didn't get a call. About 2:30 in the morning again, my phone rings. It's the same number. I pick up the phone. He like, hey, what happened? I'm like, boy, if this slash Batman voice sounding as, bruh, what happened? I'm like, man, I couldn't make it. Well, you didn't reach out to me. I'm like, yeah, you right. I'm like, man, my bad. I made up some lie. I ain't gonna even tell you, hold you up. I made up some lie why I couldn't go. He said, I tell you what, I'll come to your house. And I'm like, okay. And so he hung up the phone. Then I'm thinking right away, here go the perspective. In the hood, when you used to, in the hood, you don't show people where you live at. You don't show people, bring people to your house where you lay your head. That's rule number one. I don't care how long I've been knowing you. I got to know you a long time. Hey, be kind, by the way. Be kind. So I got to be knowing you a long time for you to know where I live at. And I gave this dude my address. So now my mind goes to, dang, now he know where I live at, where my kids at and all this. So I'm panicking about that. And I'm thinking the whole time I'm about to cancel this junk, right? So the dude shows up so punctual. I'm like, this dude must have been waiting at the doorbell like 5, 4, 3, 2, 12 o'clock. Ding dong. I'm like, when I say this dude showed up like Christ, like just at my door, like, hey, yo, this was crazy. My man say, hey, y'all, yo, thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate y'all. We need those on TikTok. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining. So my man shows up at my door, right? And he got this lady with him. And this lady was so beautiful. When I opened the door, I'm like, I'm stuck because I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I promise you, this lady was one of the most beautiful people I ever saw at the time. And she was with him, right? Now, I'm not saying I'm the best looking, I'm nothing. I know I'm tripping. I'm not saying none of that. But this guy wasn't a looker, like, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I ever saw a guy like that and say he looked good, but I'm just saying, this guy was like, he had like bumps on it. Like he wasn't like what you would think that would have a girl like that. Turns out it was his wife. Turns out that they dated online for 5 years, right? And for 5 years, he never knew what she looked like. He met her on a dating site, right? And guess what? They started dating over online. They talking and talking and talking. Next thing you know, it moved offline, but it was all on the phone. She never showed her a picture of herself. Turns out she was always, people were always liking her because of her appearance and how fine she was. People could, when that she was, felt like she didn't get anybody genuine, because it's like having money. It's hard to tell what woman like you for real. When you got money, it's like women, they like acting like they like you, but really and truly they trying to get close to the bag, right? Yo, subscribe to my YouTube channel, y'all. Corey Cofield, Corey_Cofield. Go to YouTube for me and subscribe. I appreciate that. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes too. And so they dated for 5 years. And they fell in love. She saw him because he had all his pictures up, but she didn't have no pictures up. The man never saw her a day in his life, and they dated for 5 years on the phone. The day he saw her was the day they met up to get married. They fell in love on the phone. They showed up to get married, and that's the day he saw his wife, and he almost fainted. He told me this story, and I'm like, I see why you almost fainted. When I say this was the most beautiful woman in every way, shape, or form you could think about. shape, face, everything, body, everything you could think. She had it all 100 times. And this man dated her for 5 years without knowing what she looked like and didn't meet her until they got to the altar to get married. I think they went to Vegas somewhere, he said. So he telling me this story. I'm like, wow. I'm sitting in my house like, okay, you came all the way here to tell me this. But then he said, come on, let's go outside. So we go outside. He said, we're going to walk me to his car. We walk up. It was a black Mercedes-Benz with peanut butter seats, right? I said, man, that's a nice car. He said, oh, you like it? I said, yeah. He held the keys up and said, it's yours. I said, what do you mean? He said, it's yours. He said, God told me to give you this car. I'm looking at the man and his wife holds the title up and smiles like, my mind is blown. I'm literally like, what? I'm thinking it's a trick. Once again, my mindset from Detroit, don't nobody give you nothing. Nobody gonna give you nothing. So we talking about perspective, and you have to have a perspective that you're destined to win. But if you're not careful, your perspective can be based upon what you grew up learning, grew up on the people who are around you, that money is tight, money don't grow on trees, that you can't trust people. You can have all these perspectives in life, and whatever your perspective is, your life will become. That's why it's important. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you don't have a perspective of wealth, if you don't have a perspective of abundance, if you don't have a perspective, I'm winning, I was destined to win. People love me. People get along with me. People are looking to bless me. People are looking to do good things for me. If you can't develop that perspective, you will never win. So we're talking about that today. And how you develop that perspective is you write it out. What do you want people to think about you? What do you want? Write it down. What do you want? I want people to respect me. I want to be around people that value me. I want to be around people that love me, that cherish me, that will sow into my life and be a blessing to me. Those are the people I want around me. So guess what? I wrote that down. And every day I wake up, thank you for people. Thank you for bringing me to the people that love me. Thank you for bringing me to the people that cherish me. Thank you for bringing me in. Thank you for bringing the people into my experience that appreciate me. Thank you for bringing people into my experience that value what I offer. Right? This is my perspective. I'm thinking this. And next thing you know, you start to meet those kind of people and you will draw those people to you. Right? But if you're thinking everybody, you can't trust these bees and these men, everybody, and these men ain't nothing but dogs. Every woman ain't trying to do nothing but take your money. These perspectives that we grew up with. And if we can't change those perspectives, we'll continue to draw those kind of people into our lives. So today we talking about you destined. And so listen, the man goes back in my house. We go back in the house, right? We go back in the house. The man signs the title, everything. And he said, it's your car. I don't want to hear. He said, listen, don't tell me thank you, none of that. Don't tell me none of that. Just, just enjoy the car. You don't have to call me and think you obligated to me or none of that stuff. That's what the man said. That's what he told me. And guess what? I tried to call him. So the number that he called me on, let me put some oil on myself, man. I'm dark-skinned. Put the lips, bruh. Y'all ain't gonna never have me on here with a meme with my lips white. I got people that'll do it. Next thing I know, I wake up, y'all got me on the internet with my lips all white. Nah, bruh. They put a dropper on my... I got a dropper, bruh. Put a dropper on my... Y'all ain't gonna never have me. Y'all ain't gonna have me out here with no white lips, bruh, looking like Pookie. Nah, bruh. Nah. Anyway, sorry. I went a little off. My bad. Listen. I tried to call the man the next day, and guess what? His phone was, he changed his number. This man didn't want me to give him no credit. He didn't want to hear from me again at all. And from that moment on, that changed my life. That man, first of all, the lady that didn't have any money, I gave her everything I had in my pocket. This man saw me do that. He saw me do that. He sat back and watched me. So that let me know people are watching you. People are watching your life to see how you do stuff and see how you move, and they're responding to that. So I'm trying to tell you, y'all, what's your perspective, man? What's your perspective in life? What do you think? What are you thinking about yourself? Do you think you're going to win? Do you think you meant to win? Or you think you not? No, man, we meant to win. We meant to win every time. And you are meant to win. So the man changed his number. I end up with a black Mercedes Benz with peanut butter seats. I didn't pay a dime for it. So that lets you know this. Listen, sometimes in your own life, you could be going through stuff, right? You could be going through stuff. And you're so busy going through stuff in your own life is that you don't focus on nobody else and what they may be going through. You don't care about nobody else. And that's what if you're not careful, life will make you so focused on yourself, so focused on your own issues and your own problems that you don't care to even care about somebody else, what they're going through. But we weren't meant for that. Did y'all know we weren't meant for that? Did y'all know we were meant to care about somebody else? You were meant to care about other people. You were meant to care about other people, man. And the more that we care about other people, the more other people care about us. That's the truth. The more other people care about you. That man didn't know I needed a car. He didn't know none of that. He didn't even know me. And this man gave me a brand. Look at the Benz. I'm talking about peanut butter seats, man. I'm riding around California like. So listen, in life, you can't live your dreams based upon what you can see physically. You can't live your dreams based upon if you can see the path. So I'm telling you now, the greatest thing I can tell y'all, I'm gonna adjust this a little bit so my camera could be a little better in the light. The greatest thing I can tell y'all is that when you're going after what you love and you going after your life the way you want to, yeah, that's a little better. If you're going after your life the way you want to, everything gonna work out. Everything gonna work out for you. I promise you. That's true. He knew he would love his people. Good point. Good point. God day be like, how you doing? So I'm telling you this. Don't base your life upon whether or not you can see a way in and of itself. Sometimes you got to get moving before things open up for you. Sometimes you got to go before things start to open away. When I came to California, I had no idea. I literally had no idea how I was going to live. I didn't have no idea. But one way worked out, and the next way worked out, and the next way worked out. I'm trying to tell you that going after what you love, going after your passion, a way will work out for you when you have no idea how. So at the time, I was married, and we were living in a room in a hotel, right? I didn't know how I was going to I didn't know how. I was running out of money this one day, and I didn't know how we were going to get any food. And I'm thinking like, man, how am I going to do this? And the whole time, my wife at the time, she thinking like, she went to the store. She goes to the store with no money. And she said God told her to just get what she needed. And she in the store, she went and got what she wanted in the cart. And she had my little son with her, Corey, at the time. I think Corey was like 4 or 3. And some lady, she got in the line. She got all the stuff in her cart, and she got in the line with no money, standing there like she was about to pay. She got there, and a lady that was in front of her turned around and was talking to my son and was like, oh, he's so beautiful. I like his eyes. And she was like, I guess she was like, thank you. And the lady just said, you know what? I'm going to pay for your food. The lady paid for her food, which took care of what we needed for that day. The reason why I share that is because of this. You can't always think it's going to be you that make a way for you. You can't always think that it's going to be you that come up with the plan on how you're going to win. God got a way of using other situations to get you what you need, but you got to have a perspective of that. You got to have a perspective of that. You got to have a perspective of, in the middle of the desert, an oasis will open up for me. You got to have a perspective that you destined to win. If you got a perspective that you destined to win, if you got a perspective that you destined to win, you will. You will. If you got it, you will win. If you got a perspective that that's what you're going to do. It's important to know that. I just want us all to win. I just want you to know that you're amazing, man. And regardless of what, you are going to make it out of this time. And I know sometimes it can seem a little hectic. It can seem a little it can seem a little daunting and scary. But guess what? You win. Guess what? I guarantee you it worked. I guarantee you that everything gonna be okay. This is the morning shift with Corey Cofield, where we get up, shifting our perspective, shifting our mind, shifting what we believe to know that you win. Let me read this comment. Hey, who is this to know that? You said I called him and he was gone. Who is that? Wow, okay. I'm talking to somebody on TikTok, and they said they remember me leaving Detroit. And I don't even know who that is right now because I don't know the name, but they had testified to it. I came to California and I got here with $130 in my pocket. And I promise you, miracle after miracle happened. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. We need the stars too, y'all. Chuck. Oh, 7 Mile. What's up? Wow. Somebody I've been knowing 50 years. Yo, what up, though? Thanks for joining in. I'm telling y'all, man, this stuff is real. Somebody just jumped in that Pacing sweeping the thunder. Okay, I feel that. I'm telling you like this, y'all. You're destined to be great. You're destined to be amazing. And everything that you want to do will work. But you have to develop a perspective that you win. Let's go over how did you do that? Let's go over how did you do that? How did you change your perspective? Really start with looking at how you view things in life. Right? Some of y'all can email me too. I have a test that I can give you, that I can email you. You do it, and it gives you what level of thinker are you, right? Are you like a thinker that thinks positive? Are you? It basically shows you your perspective. My email is Mr. C, like M, like Mary, Robert, Cat, MRC at CoreyCofield.com. Mr. C at CoreyCofield.com. Y'all can email me if y'all want that. And basically, look at how you view life, right? Do you view life as the cup is half empty, or do you view life that the cup is half full? Do you think that you're going to win in life? Do you spend money with the fear undertone? What do I mean by that? Where you say, I'm not going to get this. You want this, but you say, no, I'm not going to get it because money tight. So you get something different that's maybe less. If you spend your money like that, then that's a fear-based principle when it comes to money. And that I deal with that a lot, is because I came from a poverty mentality background where my mom and we were middle class. We was but I'm talking about the thinking. I'm talking about the thinking perspective of what we had about money, right? So we grew up with, you couldn't touch the heat or the air, right? You had to we putting water in the ketchup, shaking it up. You think you being, you could think that that's being like, that's being thankful or being grateful, and but no, that's a poverty mentality when you keep the plastic on the couch. I'm in my grandma's house, sleep on the couch, wake up, my face stuck to the couch. You feel me? Hey, somebody on tell you. Exactly. You feel me? We're talking about perspective. We're talking about if you have a poverty perspective, that you will draw that to your life. So we're talking about how to change your perspective to a perspective of wealth, a perspective of you win, a perspective of money actually does grow on trees. Because money is made out of paper. Paper is made out of wood. So money grows on trees. It's the perspective. If you think it's tight, it's going to be hard, how I'm going to be able to do this? If you have that perspective, most times that's going to be your life. So we got to create a perspective of we win. We got to create a perspective of life is amazing. So, like I said, how do you start to change your perspective? What's the process? What's the process to developing a new perspective? First of all, you base your perspective about what resonates with you. So if you know deep in your heart that you feel like you meant to be rich, you meant to have amazing times and have amazing food all over the country. If you feel wealth deep down inside of you, but yet you continue to come up with lack, then that means you have a lack perspective and you're drawing that to yourself. So what you do is you start to paint a picture in your mind of what you want to see. So what I did, growing up in a house where my mom was so conscious of not having, right? We had a beautiful house. I mean, way back in the day when Flow Model TVs, my mom was the first people on the block with one. We were first people on the block with VCRs. You know, this stuff was back in the day, but my mom still had a mindset of lack, like fear of not having enough. That's what I'm talking about. And see, when you got a fear of not having enough, whatever you fear will follow you around like a puppy. Whatever you fear will be your life, right? Whatever you fear will come down to being what you experience. So if you constantly thinking about lack, you're going to constantly keep drawing it to yourself. So what I had to do is I had to start with like affirmations. I wrote out what I wanted my life to be. I have enough money to do whatever I want to do, whenever I want to do it, wherever I want to do it, at any given time, at any given moment. I have enough resources to do whatever I want to do, however I want to do it, at any given time, at any given moment. No excuses. So I started to see that, and I started to see myself in my mind doing what I wanted to do. Saw myself flying to Europe. Excuse me. See myself buying the clothes I wanted. I had to see myself living in the house I want to live in, driving the car I want to drive. I started to see a different picture of myself. That's the way it's starting. You have to see a different picture of yourself. Basically, you got to see yourself like God see you. Because even God say, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and give you an amazing end. So God only wants us to win. And like I said earlier, everything God created is still flowing. Everything God created is still growing, still moving. And we part of it. We're still growing. Did you know they say every 7 years your body recreates itself and you become a whole new person, like literally? All your everything regenerates. We were meant to grow. We were meant to we were meant to win. We were meant to be in abundance and wealth. But somewhere along the way, we started to adapt a poverty mindset. No, you were meant to win. You were meant to win. I'm telling you that. You were meant to live your best life ever. You were meant to live your best life ever. You were meant to live your best life ever. And God meant for you to be great. So I'm telling you, this God day, don't be fearful. No more. Don't be scared. No more. The idea that you had was meant to work. The idea that you had was meant to work. You were meant to be amazing. You were meant to be the first one in your family with generational wealth. And so what? It didn't happen for your dad. So what? Your mom didn't experience it. So what? Your mom didn't experience it. It wasn't meant for her. It's meant for you. Thank you, B-Lack. It was meant for you to experience that. So I'm telling you this God day to think big. Think big, think big, think big. Think of your greatest life ever. Think of your greatest life ever. What are you meant to? What are you meant to do? Why were you born? What were you put here to do? Let's start focusing on that. I guarantee you, your dreams were meant to work, man. This is not just hype. I'm not hyping nobody up. I'm telling you the truth. Everybody was meant to be amazing and great. And somehow life dumbed you down. Somehow life made you think that you weren't. Because you know why? I'm looking at my own testimony. I grew up the darkest one in my family, and so that gave me a complex on my complexion. So I was self-conscious on how I looked. I was self-conscious on everything. I built up a subconscious wall that I wasn't handsome. And I ended up not doing well in school because I was a different learner. But back then they didn't know that. They just lump you together with everybody. And before you know it, I flunked the first grade. How you flunked the first grade, bro? I asked myself that. Like you scrabble in the first grade. So I don't know what was going on back then, but it was crazy. But that gave me so many self-conscious mindsets, man. It gave me so many self-conscious. Thank you for the likes, y'all. Thank you for the hearts. We appreciate y'all. We really do. Share the live with somebody too, y'all. We're going to be here for another like 30 minutes. So share the live with somebody who you think that this resonates with. And if y'all can, run over to my YouTube channel, Corey_Cofield. On Facebook, Corey Cofield as well. Welcome to the morning shift, where we help you shift your perspective into a perspective of winning. There's so much negative stuff that's online in everything we watch. Everywhere you scroll, there's some bull crap. So we got to monitor what we let in our eyes, and we monitor what we let in our ears. You got to live on a higher level. You got to live on a higher level. No more mediocre conversations. Listen, this ain't for everybody. This ain't for everybody. I don't claim to be, for everybody to be able to move in the same way. It don't happen. This is for people who want extraordinary lives, people who want to live to the next level, who want to vibrate high, people who want to be able to manifest what they want in their life to be able to change the world. This is for people who want to move supernaturally, to get supernatural wealth so that you can change the world. You need money to be able to do that. You need finances, but you got to develop a perspective that you was meant for it. You got to develop a perspective that you were meant to win, because you were. It's getting a little chilly out here. Man, do not disturb merch. We got our do not disturb hoodies. Super good quality. Y'all can go to the website, order that stuff, man. Y'all helping me to be able to get the message out, because my message is to dream again. I'm telling everybody, dream again. Get back to what you love. Get back to why you were put here. That's what we're talking about, perspective and knowing that you're destined. You got ideas that were supposed to be out years ago. Some of y'all got books in you that were supposed to be on the bestsellers list already. Some of y'all got movies, plays, inventions. Some of y'all can sew and make clothes. Some of y'all gift is cooking. Ask yourself, what do you do naturally? Whatever you do naturally, whatever you do with ease, normally that's something that you can monetize. Listen, okay, we got to work a job at some point to be able to do what you got to do. I get it. But that same job that you go into and you be there every single day on time, like they tell you, and you leave and you go on a little lunch break when they tell you, when they do all this stuff, you do all that. But that same thing was somebody else's idea. Somebody had an idea and a dream, and now they got you working for it. Now that's cool. for a period of time. But I'm saying you got the same thing in you. You got the same ideas in you. You can generate the same thing. But what make us sit down and allow other people to live off their dreams? Like they said, this is true. Either you're going to buy your house. Let me say it over because I'm getting tongue-tied. Either you're going to buy yourself a house or you're going to buy someone else a house. If you're renting, eventually you're going to be paying enough money to buy somebody else a house, rather you can buy your own house and pay and you pay your own mortgage. So anywhere it go, you're going to be working for something. It might as well be for you. You're going to work for somebody's dream, one way or the other. It might as well be for your own dream. Thanks for the likes, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for hopping in. You're going to work for somebody's dream. You're working for somebody's dream. The point is, whose dream you working for? It might as well be yours. Be kind. Be kind. Be kind at all times. You're going to work for somebody's dream. It might as well be yours. Right? It might as well be your own. And it was meant to happen. But you got to develop a perspective of it was meant to happen. Obviously, I can't go all the way into what it takes to develop a new perspective on here because I'm covering a lot of different stuff, but in my book, you can get it as well. It's called Follow Your Yellow Brick Road, Your Passion Leads to Your Provision. You can go to my website and pick that up, CoreyCofield.com, CoreyCofields.com. You can get the book there. And it goes into detail on how to change your perspective, on how to get a new way of thinking, which is imperative in order to be successful. But I know we win. I know we win. I know we win. And I know life is amazing. And there's no way that we're not going to get everything that we're supposed to get in this life. We're going to get everything we're supposed to get in this life, man. You win absolutely. So listen, I want to do a new thing that I haven't done on live yet, but I want to do a visualization practice with you guys. This is a way you change your perspective. You got to draw a picture of what you want your life to be like. And that's what we're about to do. You got to draw a picture of what you want your life to be like. And that's what we do this today, right? We're going to draw a picture of what we want our life to look like. And I want you to go through this process with me. This is called visualization practices. Think about this. Nothing has ever been created without a blueprint, right? Nothing. Let me try to move this camera a little bit down. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Nothing has ever been created without a blueprint. Think about that. Everything ever designed, from the phone you're on right now, the computer, the car you in, the couch you're sitting on, the TV, everything, the house you're in, everything ever that ever's been created came from a person's mind, was an idea or a thought. Think about that. Everything that ever created on earth was a thought. It started from a thought. You hear how powerful? It started from a thought, and someone wrote a blueprint. They wrote a blueprint. They wrote it down on what they wanted it to be. It's going to be this, that, and the other. Da, da, da. And they took that blueprint from what the picture they had in their mind. They drew a blueprint on a piece of paper, and next thing you know, you going into the restaurant, the physical place that they thought about. So in order to build your life, you have to build a physical blueprint of what it looks like. And a lot of people don't take time to actually draw that blueprint in their mind of what they want their life to look like. They just live in life. But without a blueprint, nothing was ever made. So today we're going to do a visualization practice for a few minutes. And it's going to be a guided visualization practice is what I do with my clients as well. You can go to CoreyCofield.com. It's on the screen, and you can see different ways that I work with. I can work with you personally to develop a new perspective and just move your life to the next level. So we're going to do this visualization practice now. And basically what it is, if you're at home watching this, just relax. If you're driving, obviously don't close your eyes. But just relax your body, even while you're driving. Just relax. Relax. Still your mind as you listen to my voice. If you can close your eyes, close your eyes. If you're at home, sit up straight. If you land on your back, just relax and lay there. But hear my voice. And I want you to visualize you. Visualize yourself. What does your body shape look like? What does your body shape look like? Do you have a 6-pack, a 12-pack? Visualize yourself how you feel you would look if you were operating at 100% awesomeness. If you were doing everything you knew you wanted to do as far as your health and your body working out, how would you look? I want you to get that picture in your mind right now. I see myself right now, and I promise you, I'm fine. Woo! I wish I could see this stomach. Not this one. The one in my mind. Take your time and see yourself. See it, see it, see it, see it. Imagine your hair. What does it look like? Huh? Fellas, look at the arm. What does it look like? Ladies, I know you want the butt. What does it look like? See it in your mind right now. Draw a picture in your mind. See it right now. Get that picture in your mind. See yourself smiling and happy. Actually physically smile right now with your face. Just smile. Did you know smiling, just the act of smiling lowers blood pressure and stress? Just imagine yourself with the perfect body that you want and you're smiling. Now imagine yourself walking on the beach. This beach is behind your house, and your house goes right out onto the beach. It's the most beautiful scene you ever saw. The sky is perfectly blue. The sand is perfect. It's not too hot. And you walking down to right where the water is coming up, and you just standing there, and it's so beautiful as far as you can see. Imagine that. Visualize yourself standing there. And next, your mate runs out. Your husband or your wife runs out, and you put your hand back and you grab the hand and they standing there with you and they give you a glass of your favorite drink. And y'all standing there and your life is amazing. Next, y'all hear the kids. Mommy, Daddy, where you at? And they run out the house down on the beach and run in the water, and you see them playing in the water. The kids are doing amazing. And everything is beautiful. Now imagine you in your best outfit. You fresh as can be. And you in your dream car. Imagine that. Visualize it. The new car smell is so heavy in there. The new leather that's in the car. Visualize that. See yourself in your new vehicle. And then you pull up. You go into the mall because it's some event you want to go to tonight and you got to go show them. You walking through the mall and money isn't an object at all. Whatever you want, you can get it. So you pick out your outfit. You talking to your friend on the phone because life is amazingly beautiful. You go back, get in your car and you go back to your place and you pulling up to your house and it's a big circle driveway. It's already a Phantom sitting in the driveway, a Lambo, a G-Wagon. It's the most beautiful scene ever. And everything is beautiful and amazing. Imagine it. Visualize it. Now, with that thought in your mind, take a deep breath in. Let it out through your mouth with an audible sound of One more deep breath. Just let it out. Now slowly come back into your consciousness of being where you are and observe where you are. And observe how beautiful everything is and how life is amazing. See it. Life is amazing. Today, I want you to get a sheet of paper and I want you to start working on that blueprint. Working on that blueprint. What does your life look like? If you are operating at your divine highest potential, what would it look like? What would it be? That's the questions you ask. Where would you live at? What kind of car would you drive? Be detailed as you possibly can, and you write this stuff down. And you're developing the blueprint. Once you get that blueprint, now you got something to go after. Now you can read it every day. Now, just like you just did that visualization practice, see how easy that is? But you have to take time every day to visualize what you want. My brother Mark, God day. You have to take time to visualize what you want. You have to sit down and picture yourself. As a man thinketh in his heart, so he will be. But a lot of us got so much turmoil. We got so much stuff happening in our lives. That's all we focus on. You wake up thinking how bad things are. You wake up thinking and you keep it in your mind of the trouble you had yesterday. Do you know that over 90% of your thoughts are reoccurring? Did you know that over 90% of your thoughts are reoccurring? Let me move my setup a little bit here. Back towards the light. Move this other chair. Got to kind of adjust for the light here. Perfect. Did you know that over 90% of your thoughts are reoccurring? What's this? Is my hat. Oh, man. Over 90% of your thoughts are reoccurring. Why is that important? That means the stuff you thought yesterday and the day before, you get up thinking the same things over and over again. You get up thinking the same things over and over again. So you got to make sure that you think new thoughts. You got to have new perspectives. And so that's why wake up. And that's why you visualize your life. You take time to sit there. You take time to see your life. I'm up every day at 4 a.m. and I pray. I do my visualization practices like we just did. And I'm literally seeing my life as I want it to be. See, a lot of us, we keep seeing what our life is right now. You see the bills piled up. You see you need this. You see you need that. And it's not helping you. Whatever you see, and you will be your life. So you have to start seeing it different. So as you make the blueprint, as we talked about, right? You make the blueprint. And then you take that blueprint and every day you read it. Every day you remember it. You say it over. I'm this. I'm living here. I'm amazing. I have amazing people around me that cherish me. I have amazing people around me that value me. I have people around me that I can trust. I have a close circle that really genuinely love me. These are things you got to start confessing. And the more you start to say it, the more you attract those kind of people to you. I promise you it work like this. Whatever you think will be your life. If you think you can't trust people, everybody willing to get you, trying to get you, those the kind of people you'll keep attracting. But the moment you shift your perspective and you say, I meet people that value me. I meet people I can trust. I meet people that value life. I meet people that vibrate at a high level. You will start to attract those people in your life. And how many know it's important to be around high vibrating people? Whatever you want your life to be, you have to surround yourself with those kind of individuals. So you can't surround yourself with people that always talking about the latest gossip. That's low energy. That's low energy. We're not around that. We don't have time for that. I don't want to talk about the latest fight or the latest thing that happened on Desperate Housewives. I don't want to talk about all that. We vibrate high every second. I want to talk about how we can move to the next level. I'm only seeing myself operating at a high level. You have to see yourself doing amazing big stuff, y'all. No low vibrational talk at all. And if the people around you, listen, I want y'all to do this. I want you to do this, real talk. Everybody go get your cell phone, unless you on it, using it to view this. You can do it later. But I want you to look in your cell, and I want you to look at the top 5 people you talk to every day. I want you to look at the top 5 people that you talk to every single day. And I want you to look at how much time you spent talking. How much time you spent talking to that person. And I want you to say, listen, this is not about condemning anybody or making anybody feel bad in any way, but this is about the truth. If you talk and hang around low vibrational people, you will be low vibrational. That's it. And if you want to live good, you got to change the people who you're around. If they can't understand that, bye-bye. Miss Lewis, thank you. I always need positive people around. Exactly. You want an old Doubting Douglas around you? I don't know, man. I don't know how it's gonna work out. Get away from me, bro. If you want to live at a high level, you got to surround yourself with other people attracting just like that. You see B-Lack, my moderator in here? we ain't around no low vibrational people, man. You can't be. And if your friends can't understand the fact that I don't want to sit up and talk about foolishness, you need to cut them anyway. I put a voice well on my phone. I said, it was funny. People laughed, but I was so serious. You start becoming who you hang around. That's just it. You started becoming who you hang around, man. You hang around a bunch of bums, guess what? Bum, 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 bum. Straight up. That's just the truth. And if you want to live your best life, you have to surround yourself with people that see you properly. You got to surround yourself with people who value you as a person. You got to be around people who value everything about you. You can't be around people that's talking about you, want to see you fall. I heard if people show you who they are, believe them the first time. A lot of y'all know some people that you shouldn't even be around. Cut them off. Your life depending on them. Miss Lewis, that's the and so we streaming on all platforms. So I got my TikTok here, and a young lady said negative people take away from your energy. Listen, that's one of the greatest things ever said. In the words of Tupac, that's the realest you ever wrote. Look, show me your friends and I will show you your future. Yo, that's the realest stuff ever. You wouldn't, listen, this is scientifically proven. You will never make more than $5,000 to $7,000 more or less than the closest people to you. I guarantee you, if the people you're around every day, if they pay level is making $5,000 a month, I guarantee you your money gonna be around that somewhere in that aspect. That's why you have to surround yourself with people that's doing huge stuff. Get next to people that's making more than you. You shouldn't be the smartest person in the room. If you are, your circle too smart. You got to get out of there. If you the smartest person in your circle, you in the wrong circle. In my circle, it's people doing so much big stuff. All I can do is just, hey, I'm in awe. And it make me want to do big stuff. It make me chase life. Excuse me, let me repeat that. Let me rephrase that. We're not chasing nothing. We drawing stuff. We becoming. Just like everything God, like I talked about yesterday. Everything God created, he made with the end in the beginning. Everything God created, he put the end in the beginning. An apple seed. The apple seed has everything it needs to be a great apple tree in the beginning. It has everything in it to be a big old apple tree with roots and all that. Matter of fact, it has that one apple seed has the potential to be an apple orchard. From one seed, God created that. Everything God created, he created with the end in the beginning. Just like us. Think about it. You're a human being. You were born a baby. But inside that little baby was a grown man or a grown woman. Everything you needed to grow and be a grown person was in you. You didn't get another heart. You didn't get another this or that. Everything grew into what you are. So everything God creates, he creates with the end in the beginning. So with that in mind, You have to see yourself where you want to be. See, that's the importance of getting this blueprint. The blueprint is the end picture. A lot of us walk around and we don't have an end picture. You don't have an end picture. You don't know what the end go. What do you want it to look like? What do you want your life to look like? That's why we're putting this down. What is the end result? If you don't know where you're going, you're never gonna know when you get there. Why? Because you don't know. You just going. Just think of a ship. Think of a ship in the ocean without a destination. Just think if you got on a ship and said, we selling. What we selling to? I don't know. We just selling. Useless. It's a waste of time. You have to know the destination of where you're going. And that's why we say every day we get up, we write down what we want. What is your blueprint? What is the blueprint? And then we look at that blueprint to judge our life by it. Am I going where I want to go? Listen, y'all looking at the #1 speaker in the world. Y'all looking at the #1 transformational guy in the country, in the whole world, me, Corey Cofield. I'm the greatest that ever done it. And I'm saying it right here on this live. I guarantee y'all. Now you watch it, watch. You know what I'm doing? I got the end in mind. I'm the greatest speaker ever lived. I'm the highest paid speaker ever lived. I see the end result right now. And then I just walk backwards. And so y'all got to get that picture in your mind. What's the end result? Huh? All right. That's a good point. And guess what? When you get the end result, somebody on my TikTok said, you don't got to focus on how you're going to get to the end point. That's not your job. All you got to do is focus on what you want. And then start going, and God going to open doors. He's going to send people. He's going to send people to open. He's going to send people to do this. Next thing you know, you're going to bump into this person and bump into that person to get you here, to get you there. Next thing you know, you here and there. And before you know it, you at the end, but you was at the end at the beginning. Yo, yes. You at the end at the beginning. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. But we have to start seeing that. We have to start surrounding ourselves with people that see the vision. You got to surround yourself with people that see in you what you see. Now, you're not always going to be around those kind of people, but you got to start making your move to put yourself around it. Like I said, look in your phone. When you get off this live, look in your phone at the 5 people you talk to most and be transparent, man. We trying to come up. We coming up. We coming up. We bubbling, man. We're not trying to condemn you. I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm trying to give you the truth. Look at the 5 closest people to you and be raw with yourself. My auntie always said it's bad to get played, but it's worse to play yourself. So look at the 5 closest people to you and you ask the hard question, for real. Are they helping you? Are they allowing your life to move forward? Are they? Are they positive influences in your life? Ask yourself that. And if they not, they gotta go, man. Sorry, they gotta go. If they're not bringing, listen, my cutoff game is so strong. I don't play no games. If your energy wrong, if you on some negative bull crap, I made a voicemail on my phone. I say, how you doing? You reach my voicemail. I'm making some changes in my life. If you don't get a call back, you know you one of them. Drop the mic, bro. Some of y'all need to put that on your voicemail. Some of y'all need to put that on your story. I'm making changes in my life. If you don't hear from me, you know you one of them. That's what time it is, man. That's what time it is. We ain't got time for that. Somebody low, somebody vibrating low, you gotta go. Your life depends on it. Do you know that? You know that? So listen, be 100% with yourself. I'm trying not to kill this little bug, man. I know you got a little family that's waiting on you to come back, so you better get away from me, bruh. I gotta watch my words. I forgot you can't say certain stuff. I'm not trying to unalive this bug. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Listen. It's about being transparent with yourself because you want to win. And if you want to win, then you do what it takes to win. If you want to win, you make the adjustments that it takes to win. And that means being transparent to yourself. That means being real with yourself. Look at the closest people to you. Look at the 5 people that you talk to the most. You look at your phone and see who you talk to the most, the 5 closest people to you. Then ask yourself, are they serving me to be my best self? Are they helping me to be my best self, or are they calling me, girl, let's go, you know it's Taco Tuesday? Sit your big marshmallow head ass down. So what is Taco Tuesday? That don't mean give you no excuse to just go out and be ignorant. You ain't got to buy 40 margaritas just because it's Taco Tuesday and margaritas is half off. So what? Your liver not. Just because it's Friday, what that mean? So it's Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Turn up. You want to just act all the way ignorant because it's Friday. Yo, I know I kind of went. This kind of mentality. This is the perspective I'm telling you. This is the stuff that we're talking about. You have to change your perspective. If your girl calling you every time it's a party, if your boy calling you every time it's a fat booty, and he want to go see that, where's all, oh, there's some hoes in it, man. I'm telling you, there's some bras in here. Bro, miss me. Sometimes you have to give up temporary pleasure for lifelong destiny. Sometimes you got to give up temporary pleasure for lifelong destiny. Mark said, an old saying is to keep your head down and to pull your own roll. Keep your head down and pull your own roll. Bro, I want to shoot in the air like Superman did in the movie. Mike sung to change the world. I'm standing with the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways. That song was deep. You talking about Michael Jackson, somebody on my TikTok. Talking about that song Michael Jackson said. He talking to the man in the mirror, asking him to change his ways. And see, this is what I'm talking about. It's about you. It's about you. And if you know that you're not certain what you're doing and not serving you, man, you got to change. They say it's mental illness to do the same thing and expect different results. If you do the same thing, you're going to get the same thing. Ask yourself, once you look at your phone, ask yourself, are those conversations serving me? Are those conversations helping me be a better person? Right, insanity. Thank you. It's insanity to do the same thing and expect different results. It's temporary. You insane. I ain't say it, bro. So you ask yourself, I want you to do this all through your life. You're going to go through your whole checklist of your life and see if what you're getting serving you, right? Go in your DMs, on your social media platforms. Go in your DMs. Look at the 5 last messages that you received. And you ask yourself, are those messages serving me? Listen, man, we pulling it to the carpet. I'm not with no soft stuff, man. Do you want to be better or not? Do you want to live your best life or not? Do you want to walk in the supernatural or not? If you want to be mediocre, don't do none of the stuff I'm saying. But I know that ain't you, because you wouldn't even came across this live. You wouldn't even came across this stream. That means you meant to do this. So you got to start checking your whole life. Mediocre people attract mediocre people. Mediocre conversations attract mediocre benefits. So we don't want no mediocre conversations. I don't want no mediocre people around me. So I'm checking my phones. I'm checking the people who have access to me. The people who have access to you will dictate your life. If you got why do you think you can't just walk up to Beyonce? You can't just call her phone out of nowhere. When people want to live a different kind of life, they change their access. You have to change your access points. You can't just let everybody have access to you. Your energy is at stake. Like somebody said on a live, negative people drain your energy. Life is all about sustaining energy. My good friend Sierra Foster spoke. Every Monday we have something called the Mindfest meetup on Zoom. We there every single Monday. DM me if you want the link. We don't put it out because it's a private thing. It's only people who want to operate at a high level. So we there every Monday. It's called a Monday Mindfest meetup. The Mastermind meetup. It's by Mindfest. That's who sponsored these clothes. Mindfest. The Mindfest Society is a group of individuals that think high level. A group of individuals that operates at a high level. And that's why we don't put it out like that. Because we only want people to show up that's serious about changing their life, serious about being held accountable to goals and doing big stuff in life. We got doctors that meet on there, lawyers, producers, real estate agents, travel agents, publicists, seamstress. We got all kind of people, but every one of them is living high level. So if that's something you want to be a part of, yo, we surrounding ourselves. This is what I'm telling you. Right now, I said start surrounding yourself with higher vibrational people. And I said if you don't have it, things will open up to get you there. And I just opened it up and let you know this one place you can go to every Monday. We also have the Mindfest chat on WhatsApp. If you're on WhatsApp, the number is 818-927-1460. Send me a message and I can add you to that. That chat is I wanted a place that it's so much stuff. Like I said, you open up your algorithm and you see all this bull crap, right? You see all this stuff, right? So the algorithm, what we do is we set up a chat on WhatsApp that is nothing but positive stuff. Anytime you may be feeling you go to that chat and everything in there is going to be on high vibrational. It's different talks on YouTube on how to change your life, how to change your perspective, how to manifest whatever you want, right? And so that's what we're doing. If you want to be a part of that, chat, it's 818-927-14. Hold on. 818-927-1460. That's the WhatsApp number. If you want to be part of the Mind Fest chat on there, where we do nothing but nothing in that chat, I'm gonna show you right here. So we go on WhatsApp, right? The Mind Fest chat. I'm gonna pull it up just to show y'all what I'm talking about. So this the chat right here. This the chat. So you see, any given moment, you can just push anything right here, and you'll get a good word. Let's see what this is talking about. My signal may be tripping a little bit, but yeah. See, it come on.
You experience in this world is a product of your own assumption. Nothing exists outside of you that has the power to define who you are, except for the thoughts and beliefs
See,
that you choose to.
So it's you go there, and it's nothing but good stuff. You know what I'm saying? To make sure, it's people. We post nothing. So the number is 818-927-1460. That's on WhatsApp. If you send me a text on there, reach out to me on WhatsApp. I can make you a part of that chat. And once you get in that chat, every day we posting amazing stuff to help you shift your mindset, right? And then there is posted, the number posted. Okay, it's so we be there, right? And so, like I said, every Monday as well, we on a Mind Fest meetup. That's on Zoom, a free Zoom link, right? If you want to be around these high vibrational people that's moving and doing huge things in life, we there every Monday at 6:30 p.m. PST, California time. And you can DM me right here if you want the link to that. Wherever you watching us at on all the social media platforms, all you got to do is DM me and say, send me the link. And I'll give you the link. And every Monday, we'll be there. Tomorrow, 6:30 p.m., we'll be there. I appreciate that, y'all. Jump on my YouTube and subscribe for me, y'all. It's Corey_Cofield over at YouTube. I'm putting all my content there, long form content, my talks, all that kind of stuff. Also, if you feel like you want a guiding session and you feel like you need some help navigating through some things you got going on, I do custom guiding with clients. You can go to my website, CoreyCofield.com, and you can DM me, reach out to me, and we can make a custom thing for you to make sure that we help you get to where you're going. I guarantee you it's going to work. Everything is so amazing, man. So we right now we just we about to wrap up in a minute, man. Y'all see how beautiful it is out here? It's so beautiful. Let the TikTok world look at this. So beautiful out here, man. Said, come get me. Life is amazing. And so listen, in my closing, this is what I'm asking y'all to do. Write that blueprint down. Write the blueprint. The blueprint is what you want your life to be. What do you want your life to look like? If you was operating at your highest self, what would that look like? Be detailed. With me, mine was like I wake up every morning between 4 and 4:30. I do 100 push-ups. I eat right. I do some meditating. I do some yoga. I do some stretching. And then I get into my work on my books, work on my affirmation. I'm doing a couple affirmation albums. Yeah, that's another thing. Y'all check me out. Y'all go look up Corey Cofield on iTunes, on all the streaming platforms, and I got a couple affirmation albums that I put out. Y'all can check that out to help you, gain a perspective of wealth. You can go there. I'm on Spotify under Corey Cofield. So just working on different things to be able to get the message out, to get people dreaming again, to let you know your dreams are meant to work. And don't be afraid. Thank you for the likes, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, y'all. We want some stars too, y'all. Y'all can throw me a few stars out here on TikTok. I got a goal of 5 stars. And I don't have any right now. Could somebody shoot me a star? So listen, y'all have an amazing day on purpose. Have an amazing day on purpose. And listen, remember, go through that phone, go through them DMs, see if the conversations you're having, if they're serving you. See if the conversations are helping you move to the next level. See if the conversations and the correspondence is high vibrational. Are they helping you be better? And if they're not, you gotta start exiting out. Do you want to be great or not? Check out our merch too, y'all. CoreyCofield.com. Custom do not disturb hoodies. Sometimes you got to put yourself on D&D, man. You got to put yourself on D&D. It's for the Minder Fest meetup group. Super quality, super thick, nice quality. Not no cheap stuff, man. And look at God. Hey. Listen, man, we need the support. We need the support because, believe me, we putting together retreats. We got a lot of stuff to be able to get people together to think in the same with the same mindset. Because we know it's hard to find high vibrational people that operate at a high level. So we putting together platforms to be able to bring these people together, to start manifesting together, to start working on wealth and different ideas together. That's what it's for. I call it the giving tree, where everybody got the next person thought and the thought of the next person in their heart. So it's not about my forward no more. It's about a collective. God bless you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I receive that blessing. I receive that blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. 14,000. Thank you. So yeah, y'all, we about to jump out of here. Before I go, I just want to tell you that you are amazing. And every negative word that's ever been spoke against you was a lie. Every negative word spoke against you was a lie. I appreciate you too, bro. Thank you. Thank you, Punkin. I appreciate every person that tuned in. And I want to tell you that you were destined to be great. You were destined to be great. You were destined to walk amazingly. Thank you for sharing it, Punkin. I appreciate you. This is the morning shift with Corey Cofield. And not in shift as in you working a shift, but as in a shift. The morning shift. Woo-hoo, where we shift the perspectives to know that you win. Thank you, Miss Lewis. Thank you so much. To shift the perspective to know that you win. And I'm here every single day, 5:30 a.m. California time, to shift your perspective to know you win. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. And every tongue that rise up against you shall be condemned. Yeah, it is beautiful, huh? Sky's amazing. I'm actually in a whole nother city right now. Just getting away to be able to connect. A lot of times you got to step away, man. You got to step away to be able to connect to yourself. And so sometimes you got to go on do not disturb. You got to go on do not disturb so that you can. So one of my mentors that I'm working with on my clothing line, she told me, she said, Corey, people need to be able to stop and dig their own well first. Dig your own well. And she drew a picture. And she drew a picture going down, like dig your well deeper and deeper and deeper. And once you got your well dug, then you can start reaching out and connecting to other people. But a lot of times we keep our life so bombarded with foolishness. We keep our lives so piled up with illegitimate connections. When thank y'all so much. So yeah, we had a little few technical difficulties, y'all, but on my other streaming platforms. But we back and we about to say bye. So we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. God day. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 5:30 a.m. California time. Hey, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. God day.